I literally got paid to go to the gym. I was gonna go to the gym anyways, and I made, look at that ride, $4.88 to drive to the gym. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name is Dylan, and welcome back to the channel. The Rideshare Hub is a place for Uber and Lyft drivers to learn how to make more money. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing my earnings on a Friday day and night of Lyft driving. This was a super interesting night super interesting day and night that I wanted to just share it with you. I am a part-time Uber and Lyft driver. Nice to meet you. Hello. And I love sharing my earnings with you guys just because some days are just really interesting, and I just want to break it down for you because I do drive very differently than most drivers. You know, I just drive part-time, and I try to utilize the time that I do go out in a way that allows me to make the most amount of money, so that way I can free up other parts of my day with other stuff that I do enjoy doing. You know, I'm not a full-time driver. I love going out, love going to the beach, love relaxing, love hanging out, love making YouTube videos, and also love traveling and exploring. And yes, Uber and Lyft have helped me free up a lot of time because I'm able to supplement my income and make side cash, which helps me out a lot in being able to cash flow those expenses as well. If you guys don't know me, I am pretty much 100% cash on a cash basis. And I actually don't even use credit cards right now. I just do everything cash only because I believe that's the best way to go. But anyways, I'm gonna get into the video. I'm gonna go over my earnings. Sorry, I like to ramble sometimes and try to get into my, I like to talk about the why a lot and not just the what. I mean, the what is my earnings. Yes, the what is how much I make. But the why is, you know, what is this money going for? Why? What's the journey like? What's the process? What's the end goal? Because yes, money is great, but for me, the money is just a means to an end, and we're all at different financial journeys in our life. I know you are probably driving rideshare, or maybe you're thinking about driving rideshare in order to pay for something, right? In order to, I don't know, to pay for something, or I don't know, probably to pay for something, unless you just like doing it for fun. But for me, the reason I started was to pay off some debt, to pay off some credit card debt that I had, and also to pay off the car that I am currently sitting in. And yes, I do have the title for this car. I own the car now. I was able to pay it off. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, what do you mean, Dylan? I thought you were cash only. I know. After I bought this car, shortly after, I started listening to Dave Ramsey. He is a financial advisor, and I highly suggest anybody listening to him. As you can see here, I have him right under in my podcasts. His name's Dave Ramsey. He's awesome. But anyways, let's get into earnings of this video before you guys click away, because I know you guys are busy, and that way we can get into the video and you guys can move on with your day, or keep watching other people's YouTube videos. Because, you know, chances are if you're watching this, you want to learn how to make more money, and you don't want to just see my opinion, you want to see others' opinion, which is great, because that way you can develop your own strategy for success. You're not just listening to me, you're not just listening to other people, but you're ultimately coming up with your own decision, and that's, I think, honestly the best way to do it. So I do commend you for that. So before I get into the video, please, if you could do me one simple favor and leave the video a big thumbs up, I would really appreciate that. It does help me out a lot. It helps me get my videos pushed out more to a wider audience, and in return helps me make better videos. And also consider subscribing if you do want to be notified every single time I do post videos. All right, now without further ado, let's jump into the earnings of my Friday. This was today's Sunday when I'm making this video. I'll probably upload this video tomorrow, I'm guessing, or the next day. But yeah, so this was 2 days ago that I went out driving. All right, so as you can see here, guys, I do have my Uber app as well as my Lyft app. I also do use Lyft and Uber as a customer as well. I do think it is super important to use Uber and Lyft as a passenger, because that way you understand how the passenger handles the experience. And that's like a pro hack right there, is I recommend taking a ride on Uber and Lyft if you're a driver at least once a week as a passenger, just so you see how other drivers are doing. You can learn from them, and you can also learn how to give your passengers a better experience, because you know what to expect as a passenger, and you know what the experience is like. You know, the journey does not start right when a passenger gets in the car. It starts from them sitting on the couch, sitting in a restaurant, ordering a ride, and then, you know, up until, you know, they're following you on the GPS until they get there. You know, it's a whole journey. It's not from a driver standpoint, it's just when the rider gets in the car. But for the rider, it's a whole new process. So anyways, let's get into the earnings of the video. I just wanted to say, I do think it is super important to take rides as passengers, just so you know that experience. It helps a ton as a driver. That I honestly think that's one of the reasons I get, you know, it helped me make more money, is because I have taken and still take so many rides as a passenger. I think it's crazy and so cool that we can just take rides whenever we want. So let's get into the earnings. All right, so far this week I have done 7 rides, booked time 3 hours and 5 minutes, and online time 3 hours and 48 minutes. I know you're probably thinking, not that many rides, right? Cool stuff. This is kind of a lower week for me, but at the same time, this isn't too out of the ordinary. Again, I just like to drive in my free time, and this week I have been super busy. I am currently in the process of looking for a house to live in. I'm trying to rent a house right now, which that is just a whole big process if you know anything. If you, especially living in LA, it's just a whole mess trying to find a place to live. So if you have any connections in LA, please let me know. Okay, so here we go. On Tuesday I did 1 ride. On Friday, we're gonna be focusing on Friday today. Net earnings, $59.61. So I did, like I said, $29 in ride earnings, $2 in tips. Very low day in tips. Was pretty surprised. I only got 1 tip that day. But yeah, this is actually super interesting, and this is one of the reasons I love driving rideshare. I love being a rideshare driver, is because yes, even though I was super busy this week, I was still able to go out and make 200, what was it, 200, 300 bucks this week. That is great extra money for me to have. So here we go. The first ride at 4:10 p.m. $2.74 ride. That's the minimum in my market, at least. The ride was 2 miles long, and even if you can go up there and see at the 5 p.m. one, literally the girl went up the street, and it was I still got $2.74. So I was like, literally just to take the girl up the street, that was awesome, and I still got $2.74. And anyways, okay, so let's back up. 4:10 p.m. did a decent ride, or really low ride. Then at 4:19 p.m. $6.74 plus $2 tip. That's pretty much $8, almost $9 just for that ride. It only took 15 minutes. So as you can see right there, only 15 minutes for $9. That's not bad if you can do 4 rides of those, because that is pickup and drop off. If you can do 3 or 4 rides of that times 9 almost, hey, that's not bad. That's almost 30, 40 bucks an hour. The next one, the passenger canceled, whoop-de-doo, didn't get any money. $4.62, $2.74. Then this next one, $5.15. This was super interesting. So you know what, I'm just gonna go, this is something that is really cool about Lyft, is that I all of a sudden, so I dropped off that rider, the $2.74 ride right up the street, and I was like, okay, whatever. You know, only took 2 minutes, made $2. You know, it's $1 a minute pretty much. And then as soon as I dropped her off, I started getting this notification on my phone. I took screenshots just so I could show you guys. But yeah, it's $2. So all of a sudden it said, stay in this zone to get to earn more. And I was like, all right, I'm chilling. So it went here. Then it went up to $2.37, $2.39, $2.42, $2.62. And then, was that the last one? Yeah, and then and $2.70, and then I accepted it at $2.80. So that was awesome. I got an extra $2.80 on that ride. As you might be able to see here, I'm gonna try to hide the location. But yeah, basically I got a $2.80 bonus on that ride. So it took that ride from $8 up to $10.80. And right after this ride, guys, I went home. And I know what you're thinking, Dylan, what do you mean you went home? That's not your last ride. I know, because that ride dropped me off literally right by my house. and it was actually right by my sister's place. So right after I finished that ride, I literally went down the street, hung out on my sister's, then drove, you know, a mile home. And it was super cool because I got to end the day with literally almost 0 dead miles. I maybe had 1 dead mile on my driving home, not even a mile. And then the best part of my day was later on. So I was gonna drive on Friday night. That was my thought process. And then early in the day I had nothing to do. So I was like, you know what, let me go out and do a few rides. And then after 5:15, I was like, I haven't worked out today yet. So I was like, should I work out now or should I work out later? Then I fell asleep. I don't know if you guys know that, but you know, I get tired really easily. Maybe you guys do too. I fell asleep after that ride at 5. At 6 probably I fell asleep. And then I didn't wake up till like 8 or 9, and then I ate some dinner and I was like gonna debate on going out, and I was like, shoot, I have not worked out yet today. And I was just feeling really like dull and lazy. That's actually how I'm feeling now. I really need to go work out because I haven't, I just been driving all day today, looking at, trying to find a place to live. And but anyways, and then then at 11:38, I went to the gym. And as I'm getting ready, I turn on my destination filter to my gym. And lo and behold, I got a freaking ride request. Yes, I wasn't even planning on driving. I literally was just signed on to go to the gym, and I got paired with somebody on my way to the gym. I literally got paid to go to the gym. I was gonna go to the gym anyways, and I made, look at that ride, $4.88 to drive to the gym. And it was only a 4-mile ride, 4 miles and 4.34 miles. And it was literally like across the street from my gym. So it was super cool. I picked up some nice ladies from the bar, and they were really intoxicated because it was Friday night at 11:38. Well, they weren't that intoxicated. They were having a great time. It was super fun. I was wearing my gym gear because, you know, I wasn't even planning on driving, and I picked them up and they were like, oh, how's your night going? I bet you're doing a bunch of crazy rides. I was like, I'm going to the gym. I just put my destination filter to my gym and I got paired with you guys. And they were having a blast. They're having so much fun with it. I actually was surprised that they did not leave me a tip. Usually, you know, I never expect tips when I do rides. I just really don't care. And like you guys know, I don't drive for the money. I mostly drive for content purposes and side cash, but I'm literally 0% dependent on Uber and Lyft, which is nice, you know. I'm not dependent on them for money. I just pretty much do it for the sake of this channel, and also, you know, for side cash, because let's face it, you know, I take this money and then I invest it. But it's not like I'm using this money to pay bills or anything. So I kind of have a little bit different of a mindset. And I actually found when you do have that mindset, you actually end up making more money because you're not relying on that cash. So I don't never expect cash tips. However, for this one, I thought, oh my gosh, this was so fun. You know, we're having a great time. I was like, if any of my rides today will tip me, probably will be this one. They didn't, you know, whoop-de-doo, big deal. Would have been nice, but again, I really don't care if they did tip me. I only got $2 tips that day. I do find that Saturdays are literally the best days for tipping. I don't know why. I think it's because on Friday night, people are like, oh, you know, I gotta, you know, I have whatever, I have $100 for the weekend, I need to save it, so I'm not tipping. And then on Saturday, they're like going out, and I don't know, maybe it's like, I think it's because on Friday, people are just done with the work week, and they're like, oh, I just made all this money this week, I don't want to spend it all, I don't want to tip, so they're a little bit more frugal. And then on Saturday, they're like, not even thinking about work, they're just blowing money. That's what I found. I'm curious to see if you have found anything else. What days do you think are the best for tipping? But for me, it's pretty much Saturday. Again, I can just go down $59.61 this week, and I can just go back. Yeah, $235.90 this week. Not terrible, not great, but again, $235 I did not have. Ride earnings, $90. Tips, 17. That's pretty dang good. Bonuses, $280, remember, from that ride. Driver referrals, $125. If you guys are not referring your friends and family to sign up for either Uber or Lyft, I 100% recommend you do. Signing up people to drive is really not contributing to driver oversaturation, because if people are, you know, if people are gonna sign up to drive for Uber and Lyft, they're probably gonna sign up anyway, and that way, you know, if they use your code, it's like a win-win. That way, you know, you get some extra cash, and you can even split that money with them. So, and you know, if people want to split that money too, you know, with me, I'm fine with that. Actually, pretty interesting. Almost, well, a little bit over half of my money this week was from driver referrals, and I really don't, you know, I really don't push it all that much, but if I do have a family member who is interested in it, I'll definitely ask them to use my code, and in return, I just try to give them as much advice as I can, and I do give them the link to my YouTube channel. And people are always surprised that I have this YouTube channel, because, you know, I just love talking about Uber and Lyft all day. It's pretty fun. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Again, my name is Dylan. If you could do me one simple, quick, tiny little favor and give the video a big thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. I will also leave some links in the description below for discounts on gas, so you can get your Play Octopus tablet, so you can get the cargo box, so you can make extra money as an Uber and Lyft driver. Go check out those links in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you do want to be notified every single time I do post a new video. I'm talking super fast. I gotta go. I'm all hyped up on coffee. Shout out to Black Dot for giving me my Vietnamese iced coffee. Try it if you're in Orange County. All right, I'll talk to you all soon. Have a good day, guys. Peace.